Chosen one, it's an emergency. You are already very late. Watch this before you watch anything. Listen closely with a quiet and open heart, because what is unfolding in this very moment is not ordinary, and it carries a weight that your spirit has been sensing for a long time without fully understanding. There is something urgent moving gently around your life, something that has been waiting for your attention, something that has been knocking softly at the door of your soul while you were distracted by noise and delay. You were not created to miss this moment, and yet time has been slipping quietly through your hands while heaven has been preparing something deeply personal for you. Type 1010 if you believe. This is not about fear or pressure, but about love calling you back before you drift too far from what was always meant for you. There is a tenderness in this urgency, a kind of divine whisper that does not shout but still reaches deep into the quiet places of your heart, where truth cannot be ignored. You have felt this before in small moments, in sudden stillness, in a gentle pull towards something greater than yourself, and those moments were not accidents, but signs of a loving God drawing you closer. You are not being rushed because you failed, but because you are deeply loved, and love does not remain silent when something important is at stake. Take a brief moment to support this video with a like, because someone else who needs this comfort might find their way here through your simple act. There is a reason why you feel like you are late, as if something has already begun without you, and you are trying to catch up with a path that seems slightly ahead of your steps. That feeling is not meant to discourage you, but to awaken you gently, to remind you that your life carries purpose that cannot be postponed forever without cost to your peace. God has been patient with your delays, watching over you with quiet understanding, knowing your fears, your doubts, and the weight of everything you have been carrying. Yet even in that patience, there comes a moment where love speaks more clearly, where grace invites you to move forward instead of standing still. Like this video and subscribe to this channel if you have love for God. You have been chosen not because you are perfect, but because your heart has always carried a softness that responds to truth, even when you try to ignore it. There is something inside you that still believes, still hopes, still looks for light, even when everything around you feels uncertain and heavy. That quiet belief is not weakness, but strength that has been planted deep within you by God Himself, a strength that cannot be destroyed even by delay or distraction. It has been waiting for this exact moment to rise again, stronger and clearer than before, calling you back into alignment with what truly matters. There are moments in life when everything seems normal on the surface, yet something deeper is shifting beneath it all, preparing a change that will quietly transform everything if you choose to respond. This is one of those moments, and it carries a gentle urgency because what is coming next in your life requires your attention, your openness, and your willingness to trust again. You are not being asked to do something impossible, but to return to something simple, something pure, something that has always been within your reach but often overlooked. Type 2121 if you trust in God. There is no need for fear in this call, because it is wrapped in love that understands every part of you, even the parts you struggle to accept within yourself. God is not standing at a distance waiting to judge you for being late, but standing close beside you, ready to guide you forward with patience and kindness. Every step you take toward Him, no matter how small, is met with grace that covers your hesitation and strengthens your path ahead. You are not alone in this moment, even if it has felt that way for a long time. The delay you feel has not erased your purpose, and it has not cancelled the plans that were gently placed over your life long before you understood them. There is still time to realign, still time to step into what has been waiting for you, still time to experience the peace that comes when you walk in harmony with God's direction. The urgency exists not because it is too late, but because it is the perfect time to begin again, to release what has been holding you back, and to move forward with a renewed sense of hope and clarity. You are being reminded that your life is not random, and your journey is not without meaning, even in the moments when everything feels uncertain or delayed. There is a quiet design unfolding, a path that is still open before you, waiting for your willing heart to step into it with trust. You have not missed your chance, but you have reached a moment where awareness matters more than ever, where listening matters more than ever, where choosing to move forward matters more than ever. This is not something that comes from the outside, but something that has been placed within you by God, slowly awakening at the exact moment when you are ready to receive it. It is not loud or overwhelming, yet it carries a depth that cannot be ignored, and it continues to grow the more you allow yourself to be still and listen. There have been many days when you felt lost in your own thoughts, unsure of which direction to take or how to move forward without fear holding you back. You tried to find answers in many places, hoping something would bring clarity, yet nothing seemed to fully settle the unrest within your heart. What you did not realize during those moments was that God was already working quietly behind the scenes, guiding your steps, even when you could not see the path clearly. His presence has never left you, even when your attention drifted, even when your faith felt weak, even when everything around you seemed uncertain. What if abundance had always been influenced by a hidden brain signal, buried in classified records and never fully disclosed to the public? This frequency is now creating new pathways, attracting opportunities, and reshaping lives faster than expected. Thousands are already using it to draw wealth like never before. Click the link in the description and comments now, and activate the money-attracting brainwave today. This moment now is different, because something within you is becoming more open, more willing to receive the truth that has been patiently waiting for you. You are beginning to understand that your life is not meant to be lived in constant hesitation, but in gentle trust, step by step, guided by something greater than your fears. There is a peace that comes when you stop trying to control every outcome, and instead allow God to lead you in ways that may not always make immediate sense, but always lead toward something better. You are not being asked to be perfect in this process, because perfection was never the requirement for being chosen. What matters is your willingness to move forward, even if your steps feel small or uncertain at times. God does not measure your worth by how quickly you respond, but by the sincerity of your heart when you choose to come closer to Him. Every step you take, no matter how small, is seen and valued, and it becomes part of a journey that is being carefully guided with love and intention. There is also a quiet release happening within you, a letting go of the weight that has been slowing you down for so long. You have carried burdens that were never meant to stay with you, thoughts that have held you back, and fears that have made you feel unworthy of something greater. Those things are beginning to lose their hold on you now, not because you forced them away, but because you are being filled with something stronger, something that replaces fear with trust and doubt, with quiet confidence. Type 2020 to claim miracles. As you continue to move forward, you may notice that certain things in your life begin to shift without struggle, as if doors are opening gently instead of being forced. This is how God works when you align yourself with His guidance, not through pressure, but through peace that leads you in the right direction without confusion. You will begin to recognize what belongs in your life and what no longer needs to stay, and this clarity will come not from overthinking, but from a calm understanding that grows within you. There is something beautiful about the way God restores what feels delayed, because His timing does not rush, yet it never fails. What you thought was lost time is being transformed into preparation, and what felt like waiting is now becoming the foundation for something stronger and more meaningful. You are not behind in the way you once believed, but exactly where you need to be to step into what is coming next. You will begin to feel a stronger connection to your purpose, not as something distant or complicated, but as something simple and clear that brings peace instead of pressure. Your purpose is not meant to overwhelm you, but to guide you gently, to bring a sense of meaning to your daily life, and to remind you that every moment matters when it is aligned with God's presence. This understanding will grow within you as you continue to trust, and it will bring a quiet joy that does not depend on external circumstances. There may still be moments where doubt tries to return, where old thoughts attempt to pull you back into hesitation, but those moments will not have the same power over you as before. You are becoming stronger in a way that is not loud or visible, but deeply rooted within your spirit, making you more steady, more grounded, and more at peace with each step you take. This strength comes not from your own effort alone, but from the presence of God working within you, shaping you into who you are meant to become. Type yes to affirm. You are also learning that trust is not about knowing every detail of what lies ahead, but about believing that you are being guided with care and purpose. This kind of trust allows you to move forward without fear controlling your decisions, and it opens the door for blessings that cannot be forced or predicted. When you walk with this trust, you begin to experience life in a different way, with more peace, more clarity, and more assurance that you are not alone. The urgency you felt before is now transforming into clarity, into understanding, into a calm readiness to move forward with confidence. It is no longer about catching up, but about stepping into what has been waiting for you with an open and willing heart. You are not being rushed anymore, but gently led, and this difference changes everything about the way you experience your journey. There is still so much ahead of you, so much that has not yet been revealed, but you do not need to see it all at once to know that it is good. God is leading you step by step, revealing what you need to know at the right time, and guiding you in a way that protects your peace while strengthening your faith. You are not expected to have all the answers, only to continue moving forward with trust and openness. You are being renewed in a quiet and powerful way, becoming more aligned with the truth of who you are and the path that has been prepared for you. This renewal is not temporary, but lasting, growing stronger each day as you continue to stay connected to God's presence. It is shaping your thoughts, your decisions, and your perspective in a way that brings more light into your life. What once felt uncertain is becoming clear, what once felt heavy is becoming lighter, and what once felt distant is now drawing closer with each step you take. This is the beginning of something new, something that has been waiting for your awareness, something that is unfolding in a way that will bring peace, purpose, and quiet joy into your life. A concealed brainwave once stored in classified files is said to ignite strong prosperity. In just 7 minutes, you can unlock the switch in your mind that draws abundance like a magnet. Click the link in the video description and comments below to activate your hidden wealth wave right now. There were times when everything felt overwhelming, when your thoughts were filled with noise and your heart struggled to find peace in the middle of confusion. You carried worries that seemed too heavy to set down, and you tried to handle everything on your own because it felt safer than letting go. Yet even in those moments, God was quietly surrounding you with a love that did not force its way in, but patiently waited for you to notice it. His presence was in the small moments of stillness, in the gentle reminders that you were not alone, even when your mind told you otherwise. Now something is changing within you, something that cannot be easily explained, but can be deeply felt. You are beginning to understand that peace is not found in having everything figured out, but in trusting the one who already knows the path ahead. This understanding is soft yet powerful, and it is slowly replacing the fear that once made you hesitate. You are learning to breathe again without carrying the weight of constant worry, and this shift is allowing your spirit to rest in a way it has long needed. There is also a quiet strengthening taking place, a kind of inner growth that is not visible to others but is deeply real within you. You are becoming more resilient, not because life has become easier, but because your foundation is becoming stronger. God is building something within you that cannot be shaken by temporary struggles, something that will remain steady even when circumstances change around you. This strength is not loud or forceful, but gentle and enduring, giving you the ability to move forward with calm confidence. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. As you continue on this path, you may begin to notice that your perspective is changing in ways that feel natural and comforting. Things that once caused you stress may no longer hold the same power over you, and situations that once seemed overwhelming may now feel more manageable. This is not because the world around you has changed, but because something within you has shifted into alignment with a deeper truth. You are beginning to see life through a lens of trust rather than fear, and this change is opening doors that were once hidden from your view. There is also a sense of restoration quietly unfolding, as if parts of your heart that felt worn out are being renewed with fresh strength and hope. God is not only guiding you forward, but also healing what has been hurting within you for a long time. He is restoring your peace, your confidence, and your sense of purpose in a way that feels gentle and natural. You are not being rushed through this process, but carefully led through each step with patience and care. You are also beginning to understand that your journey is not meant to be compared to anyone else's path, because what God is doing in your life is uniquely designed for you. There is no need to measure your progress against others, or to feel behind because of where you have been. Your path is unfolding exactly as it should, and every step you take is part of something greater than you can fully see right now. This understanding brings a sense of freedom, allowing you to move forward without unnecessary pressure. Type 1919 to receive miracles. There is a growing awareness within you that your life is being guided by something far greater than chance or coincidence. Moments that once seemed random are beginning to make more sense, and you can see how certain experiences have shaped you into who you are becoming. Even the difficult times are now revealing their purpose, showing you that nothing was wasted and everything has been part of your growth. This realization brings a quiet sense of gratitude, helping you see your journey in a new and more meaningful way. You are also learning to trust your inner peace as a guide, recognizing that when something feels calm and right within your spirit, it is often aligned with God's direction. This kind of guidance does not come with confusion or pressure, but with a sense of clarity that feels steady and reassuring. It is a gentle way of being led, one that allows you to move forward with confidence without needing constant confirmation from the outside world. There may still be moments when uncertainty tries to return, when old patterns of thinking attempt to pull you back into doubt. Yet those moments will pass more quickly now, because you are no longer the same person you were before. You have grown in ways that are real and lasting, and this growth is helping you stand firm even when challenges arise. You are not easily shaken anymore, because your foundation is being built on something stronger than temporary emotions. There is also a deeper connection forming between you and God, one that feels more personal and more real than before. It is not based on routine or obligation, but on a genuine sense of closeness that brings comfort and reassurance. You are beginning to feel His presence in a way that is steady and consistent, guiding you gently through each moment without confusion or fear. This connection is becoming a source of strength that you can rely on no matter what happens around you. You are being prepared for something meaningful, something that will require the strength, peace, and clarity that are now growing within you. This preparation is not rushed, but carefully unfolding in a way that ensures you are ready for what lies ahead. God is not only leading you to something new, but also shaping you into the person who can receive it with wisdom and grace. The urgency that once felt overwhelming has now transformed into a quiet readiness, a sense that you are no longer running behind, but walking in step with something greater. You are moving forward with a calm assurance that you are exactly where you need to be, even if you do not yet see the full picture. This assurance brings peace to your heart, allowing you to trust the process without fear. Deep within your brain is a small area tied to wealth and success, once hidden in restricted studies and classified documents. This newly uncovered frequency is helping people exchange financial stress for ease, and God has led you to see this message at this very moment. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brainwave now. There is still more ahead, more growth, more understanding, and more moments that will reveal the beauty of what God is doing in your life. You do not need to rush toward it, because it is already unfolding in the right way at the right time. Your role is simply to remain open, to keep trusting, and to continue moving forward with a heart that is willing to receive what has been prepared for you. This unfolding is not something distant or unreachable, but something very close, something that has been patiently waiting for your awareness to fully recognize it. God is not bringing you into something unfamiliar, but drawing you back into a place of peace that has always been meant for you. There was a time when you felt disconnected from this peace, when everything seemed scattered and uncertain, and your heart struggled to find a place where it could truly rest. You carried questions within yourself that never seemed to settle, and you searched for clarity in places that could only offer temporary relief. Yet, even in those moments, God was quietly present, not forcing answers upon you, but gently guiding you toward a deeper understanding that would come at the right time. That time is now unfolding, not with pressure, but with a soft and steady reassurance that you are being led in the right direction. You are beginning to see that your life has been carefully held, even during the moments when it felt like everything was slipping beyond your control. There has always been a hand guiding you, protecting you, and gently steering you away from what was not meant for you, even when you could not recognize it. This realization is bringing a new kind of peace into your heart, one that is rooted in trust rather than uncertainty. You are no longer walking blindly, but becoming more aware of the presence that has been with you all along. There is also a gentle realignment taking place within you, a quiet adjustment of your thoughts, your desires, and your understanding of what truly matters. Things that once seemed important may begin to lose their hold on you, while things that carry deeper meaning begin to draw your attention more strongly. This is not a loss, but a transformation, a shift that is helping you move closer to the life that has been prepared for you. You are not being asked to give up something valuable, but to release what has been weighing you down so that you can receive something greater. Type 2323 if you agree. As this realignment continues, you may notice that your decisions are becoming clearer and your path is beginning to feel more steady beneath your feet. You are not being left to figure everything out on your own, but being guided step by step with a wisdom that comes from beyond your own understanding. This guidance does not come with confusion or fear, but with a sense of calm direction that allows you to move forward without hesitation. You are learning to trust this direction even when it does not fully make sense in the moment. There is also a quiet healing taking place, one that is reaching into places within your heart that have been carrying pain for a long time. This healing is not loud or overwhelming, but gentle and consistent, bringing comfort to areas that once felt heavy and unresolved. God is not only guiding your future, but also restoring your past, helping you release what no longer needs to stay within you. You are being made lighter, freer, and more open to the peace that is now growing within you. Type 666 if you trust Jesus. You are also beginning to understand that your value has never been based on how quickly you move or how perfectly you follow a path. Your worth has always been rooted in the love that God has for you, a love that does not change or diminish based on your mistakes or delays. This understanding is bringing a sense of freedom into your life, allowing you to move forward without the weight of self-judgment. You are no longer trying to prove yourself, but simply learning to walk in the truth of who you are. There is a deeper sense of purpose beginning to rise within you, not as something distant or complicated, but as something simple and clear that brings peace to your heart. You are starting to see that your purpose is not about achieving something beyond your reach, but about living in alignment with God's presence in your everyday life. This understanding is changing the way you see your journey, helping you recognize that every moment carries meaning when it is lived with trust and awareness. You may also notice that your heart feels more open, more willing to receive what God is placing before you without resistance. This openness is allowing new opportunities to enter your life, opportunities that feel right and aligned with who you are becoming. You are not forcing these opportunities to appear, but simply allowing them to unfold naturally as you continue to trust the path you are on. This is the beauty of walking in alignment, where things begin to flow with a sense of ease rather than struggle. There may still be moments where you feel uncertain, where you wonder if you are truly moving in the right direction, but those moments will not last long. You are becoming more grounded in your faith, more steady in your trust, and more confident in the quiet guidance that is leading you forward. You are not the same person you were before, because you have grown in ways that are deep and lasting. This growth is shaping your journey in a way that brings peace rather than confusion. You are also learning to appreciate the present moment in a new way, recognizing that this moment is not something to rush through, but something to experience fully. There is beauty in where you are right now, even if you are still moving toward something greater. God is present in this moment, just as much as He is present in what lies ahead, and this awareness is bringing a deeper sense of peace into your life. You are not waiting for your life to begin, because it is already unfolding right where you are. A 7-second brainwave approach, previously limited to elite groups and stored in classified files, is now available to everyone, and many call it the 30-second miracle. Researchers claim it stimulates a dormant brain center associated with prosperity and blessings. Click the link in the comments below before it is removed from the internet again. There is still more that will be revealed to you, more understanding, more clarity, and more moments that will confirm that you are on the right path. You do not need to search for these things with urgency, because they will come naturally as you continue to trust and move forward. God is not withholding anything from you, but preparing you to receive what is meant for you at the right time. This preparation is part of the journey, and it is unfolding exactly as it should. You are not late, and you are not behind, because your journey is not meant to follow anyone else's timeline. You are moving in step with a plan that has been designed specifically for you, and that plan is still unfolding with care and intention. There is no need to rush or to feel anxious about what has already passed, because what is ahead is still within reach and still prepared for you. There were times when your heart felt restless, when you could not fully settle into any moment because your thoughts were always moving ahead, trying to figure out what comes next or what might go wrong. That restlessness created a distance between you and the peace that was always available, making you feel as though you were constantly chasing something just out of reach. Yet, even in those moments, God was never distant, never absent, never unaware of what you were carrying inside. His presence remained constant, waiting patiently for the moment when you would allow yourself to slow down and receive what had always been there. Now, you are beginning to experience something different, something deeper than temporary calm, something that reaches into your spirit and anchors you in a way that cannot be shaken easily. This is not the kind of peace that disappears when circumstances change, but the kind that remains steady even when things around you feel uncertain. It is a peace that comes from knowing that you are not alone, that your life is being guided, and that everything is unfolding with purpose, even when you cannot see the full picture. Type yes to affirm. There is also a growing awareness within you that you are no longer the same person you once were, because something inside you has shifted in a lasting and meaningful way. You have become more patient with yourself, more understanding of your journey, and more willing to trust the process without needing constant reassurance. This growth has not come from a single moment, but from a series of quiet realizations that have slowly changed the way you see yourself and the way you move through life. You are learning to stand in a place of quiet confidence, not because everything is perfect, but because you know you are being guided. There is a gentle unfolding of purpose happening now, not as something distant or overwhelming, but as something that feels natural and aligned with who you are becoming. You are beginning to see that your purpose is not something you need to chase or force, but something that reveals itself as you continue to walk in trust and openness. It is present in the small moments, in the way you respond to others, in the way you carry peace into your surroundings, and in the way you remain steady, even when life feels uncertain. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. You are also becoming more aware of the importance of letting go, not as a loss, but as a necessary step toward receiving something better. There are things that once felt essential that are now gently falling away, making space for new experiences, new understanding, and new opportunities that align more closely with your path. This process of letting go is not forced or painful, but natural, happening as you grow into a deeper awareness of what truly matters. You are not losing anything that was meant to stay, but releasing what has already served its purpose in your life.